Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on the final day of this New Year's event that has been going on for 2 weeks, and we are starting off with a very low sleep score compared to usual. But, you know, it's to be expected after last night. We did get 21,510 sneaky snacking. As you can see, I've made some changes at the end of the evening. But before we get into that, let's grab our sleep points. We've got 193. It's going to put us at a grand total of 2,223. And for our daily lottery, we're going to pick up something very nice. Also, good sleep day bundles now available if you are wanting to pick one up. And we got a small dream cluster for our daily lottery. Not too bad, not too bad. We always like those dream shards. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make breakfast, but we need to be careful. I unfortunately did not get extra tasty for lunch or dinner yesterday, so we are currently sitting at, well, when I made dinner, we were sitting at 60% extra tasty odds, and with it being Sunday, we're now at 80% extra tasty odds. So I debated collecting from Dedenne just to get that guaranteed extra tasty, but that seems a bit foolish when today's Sunday. We can really try to get to that extra tasty hat trick with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No skill trigger there, but that's all right. I'm going to leave you sneaky snacking because I really want those berries. I want to grab all of these herbs here. Unfortunately, no skill trigger there, and we're going to wait to collect from Dedenne. But we have everything that we need for the rest of today. As long as we get a few apples from Gardevoir, we got close enough on the apples that I was like, Gardevoir should be able to make that up by the end of the day. If not, an hour or two with Skeledirge on the team will be more than enough. But for now, tea time corn scones. Yeah, we only need 5 apples throughout the rest of the day from Gardevoir and Dedenne, so we should be fine. But, you know, that may come back to bite me. We do need a bunch of ingredients to fill out this pot. So let's go ahead and get these Slowpoke tails that I've been saving for Sunday in there. For today. What am I talking about? And soybeans and all this cocoa. I don't know that we're going to be able to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. That's a lot. That's a lot of ingredients. 600 ingredients for the entire day. I don't even have enough extra ingredients for, well, I mean, maybe with some milk. We got 4 extra ginger. We may need to get some grocery shopping up and running. Might bring Skeledirge back on the team or Beware just for the extra corn, to be honest with you. Yeah, we might need to do that. 18 plus 18 is 36, plus another 18 is what, 54? So we've got 8 more corn that we can throw in right now. So as long as we're at 26, we're fine. I mean, we've definitely got plenty of extra milk. We could probably fill the rest of this out and not have to worry about it. So let's do that. It's going to be a very interesting breakfast. It's going to be even more interesting if I get very unlucky. But hopefully, since we used all those tails. Okay, whew. Good. All right. I don't know if my heart could have handled that. 305,473 strength from one cook of this tea time corn scones. Very nice indeed. You know, that's good stuff. It's the way we like to start off a Sunday. All right. So, with any luck, I could get, I don't know that I can get 200 ingredients. Honestly, that's a lot. 200 ingredients. I mean, Master 16, I'm pretty sure this is definitely a record here on Cyan Beach for me. Master 16 with 2 million strength, and there's a double trigger from Dedenne, so we're already at 50-50 odds for lunch. And what is that? 5 apples, so no more need for apples. But, I'm thinking we may need to swap somebody back out. I had Feraligatr on the team to clear the mission for the favored berries. But, I mean, we're close. Honestly, what I just collected will probably put me 1 or 2 off, and maybe Blastoise will get them by the end of the day. But just to have the... Yeah, just to have the ingredients to make these meals, we're gonna need some grocery shopping. But we'll figure that out here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report and let's see what we got going on and grab all these dream shards. Well, no, today I was gonna say for the last time we're gonna grab our boosted dream shards, but I think tomorrow's will be boosted as well. And today's gonna be the last time we get to use the Cram-o-matic, but 7 hours, 56 minutes of sleep. Definitely looking slumbering. What is going on with me not moving in the middle of my sleep now? All of a sudden, like I said the other day, it's weird how your sleep changes throughout the year and it's not really consistent. At least for me. But, ooh, a lot of 1 stars, so that makes me think maybe some rarer stuff, but the rarer stuff doesn't necessarily yield the best Dream Shard results, but let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Something interesting, hopefully. A top belly Jigglypuff, not really inspiring confidence. Okay, well, what else? What else? Hopefully only a few pictures. Some new sleep styles would be nice, and that looks like maybe a new sleep style, at least one. So let's see. Yeah, 1 new sleep style. So we've got Quaxwell, Caterpie, Wooper, Bonsly, Psyduck, another Quaxwell, Igglybuff, and Jigglypuff. Yikes, that is not a lot of Dream Shards, my guy. Oh, no. That's bad. Okay. Well, what else did we find? I mean, a surprise Suicune would be nice. Oh, Skeledirge, there we go. The Skelly boy. Cozy Duo Sleep. We got a lot of Dream Shards there, at least. At least we got that. That kind of saved this. Definitely could have been a lot worse. Oh, that's cute. That's funny. I like that. That's adorable. Little Firebird hopping around. All right, well, we got about 23,000 Dream Shards, 24,000 just off that 1 sleep style, so that definitely saved the report. Hungry Quaxwell. Honestly, that might actually be what we go for. We still need ABB. It's not as desirable as a Quaxly with ABB, but there's nothing else here that's really interesting. Caterpie, maybe, but we've got time to find another Caterpie with BFS. So, yeah, really, it's just the Quaxwell. Just the 1 Quaxwell, and that's going to be it. I think that's all we're catching. Crit cap, again, when I don't need it. Should have just fed him a regular biscuit, but what are the odds of getting 2 10% crit caps back-to-back days? Anyway, let's move on. At least we got it. It's all, I mean, we were trying to catch it anyway, so there's the plus side. That's all we were trying to catch, and we caught it, so who cares, you know? Let's move on. Let's move on. You know, we sent out some Quaxly candy the other day. I think we sent out some Fuecoco candy today. So, we'll kind of trade off. I know we did Fuecoco earlier in the week, but, you know, man, we'll just back and forth, back and forth. 51 Dream Coins, that's all we got today. Man, did not get very lucky today, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe all that means that we're just going to get very lucky with the ABB. Anyway, 28,000, about 28,500 Dream Shards today. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. But it's more than what it looked like it was going to be for a moment. So at least there's that. All right, buddy. Are you going to be the ABB I'm looking for? Level 20 and Naughty. Ooh, Naughty doesn't pop up all that often. I don't remember what this is. Well, but let's be honest. I don't remember what most of them are, so no surprise there. I know that's not what I wanted. Oh, the bad luck continues. You better not. Don't you dare. Don't you dare be perfect. Okay, Ingredient Finder S, Inventory Up L, Skill Trigger S, Ingredient Finder M, Skill Level Up M, Speed of Help Up, Main Skill Chance down. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Unfortunately, it is ABC. Yeah, PR 90 so far. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not bad. Speed, ingredient finding, inventory. It's got all the stuff you want. Plus, this one actually has a pretty decent main skill, so the skill trigger and the skill level up M are not terrible on it. Not super desirable, but it's not a waste necessarily, especially since we've already got double ingredient finding plus inventory L and then the speed from the nature. That's nice. But that ingredient spread is so bad. So bad. That's not at all what we want. Not at all. I would have considered keeping this if it was AAC. I would have highly considered keeping it as a combined soybean oil gatherer. But ABC? No. No. I mean, it is PR91, and I'm just terrible because, yeah, look at this. PR91. At least I was narrating what happened, I guess, in some way. It's just been me staring at this screen. Sad. That's all I can say. Sad. Because this is not what we want to see. PR91. I mean, like I said, it's okay. The ingredient spread ruins it. So this one is going to go live with the professor because I don't see any reason to keep this. We can't use it to target soybeans. We can't use it to target leeks. We can't use it to target oil. And there's no real synergy of having that few soybeans and that few leeks with that amount of oil. There's just nothing here for it. If, like I said, if it was AAC, you could make the argument that once we have a recipe that needs soybeans and oil together, this would be a solid farmer for that. But it's not AAC. So this one's going to live with the professor, even though it's PR91, because the sub skills are actually pretty good. I like the skills. They're pretty good. They're pretty decent. I'm not upset by these. It's the ingredient spread. But that's what I get for catching the hungry one and not the other one. The other one would have been different. That would have been the ABB. That would have been what we were looking for. But not this one. This one goes to live with the professor, and we're just going to move on. We're going to move on. Hopefully, there's better things in store for us. Hopefully. 1,042 more sneaky snacking. And it is lunchtime, but we're not making lunch because we don't have the ingredients for that. So let's go ahead and collect these berries. That's 34. That'll be very close to what we need for the mission. So I think Blastoise will be able to get the rest of it. If not, we can throw Feraligatr on at the end of the night just to clear that mission, because I do want those, what is it, handy candies or diamonds? It's one of the, yeah, it's handy candies. I do want those handy candies. But the problem we have right now is that our pantry is running kind of low. Kind of low. Let me see real quick. Yeah, 159. Ooh, buddy. That's not good. Definitely keeping Blastoise on the team, because that he will bring in those berries we need to clear the mission, and also some extra milk and cocoa for pot filler. But we need to get somebody on the team, possibly Skeledirge, just to bring in a ton of apples. They're not the strongest, but at this point, it's better to have the quantity and fill out the pot rather than to leave the pot 40 or 50 shy and miss out on all those points. So, yeah, probably gonna have to swap in Skeledirge and potentially, yeah, probably gonna need to swap in Beware too, just to get as much extra as we can. Anyway, let's check the new news. There is no new news, but we do have new community reports. Probably going to be a lot of them. I forgot again to collect last night. Yes, 41. Very nice. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 out of 41 that have doubled up. Very good. Just shy of 50% odds. I'll take it. Only 16 dream coins, though. Dream coins kind of slacking today, but it is what it is. It's all good. It is all good. Master 17, right? Is that what that is? Master 17? Yes, Master 17. Very nice, very nice. Things are on the up and up. On the up and up. I forgot to see just how much we were getting from the Feraligatr berries. That's unfortunate. We know we're getting 380 from Blastoise, but I wanted to check Feraligatr, but oh well, too late now. Let's go ahead and get the team swapped around. Dragonite does seem like a good call for the herbs. but with berry finding, that could get in the way of just the sheer quantity of ingredients that we need. So beware, it's coming in for that. And we're going to go ahead and bring Skelly Boy back in, try to get as many apples as possible. And is there somebody else that would be better? Let me see. Is there another ingredient specialist that would be better? Probably not. Skelly Boy does bring in more apples than Potato Cat brings in potatoes. So, yeah, Skelly Boy is the right call. And mushrooms, it looks like Quagsire would be the better choice, but it gets less mushrooms per gather. So one of the biggest things that Skeletor's got going for it is just the sheer number of apples it can collect at once. 2 and 5 at a time versus I think 2 and 3 or 4 mushrooms. Actually, let me double check that. Let me make sure I'm giving the right information. Oh, it is 2 and 5. Never mind. But more ingredient finding chances on Skelly Boy. So we're gonna go with that. So yeah, that's gonna be the team possibly for the rest of the day. We'll worry about recuperating next week. This week, I just kind of want to push and see how far we can get, just because. Wasn't really planning to push that hard at the beginning of this week, but after switching to the scones, kind of felt like I really wanted to push. So that's where we're at, pushing records this week, unintentionally, unexpectedly. That's the word. All right, the part that everybody's here for. Let's jump into it. Cram-o-matic, how are you going to treat me today? Our final day of being able to use the Cram-o-matic. Let's throw in some Pikachu candy. Let's throw in some Slowpoke candy. Come on, buddy. There we go. Let's throw in some Wobbuffet candy. And you know what? I kind of want to skew this a little bit in a particular direction. Where are you? There are a few Pokemon that will help for this. So far, I haven't seen anyone. There you are. Let's see if we can skew this a little way towards the dark side. All right, buddy. Great success. Great success. Ooh, no. 2 for 20. Not bad, but not great. Normal type candy? Yikes. Yikes. That's not what we wanted to see. I mean, Regigigas maybe, eventually. But, yeah, not quite what I was looking for. Not quite. Let's throw in some Jiggly candy. And some... You know what? We got plenty of Spiel candy. Let's throw in a little bit. Not too much. And... let's see. Let's sort by type. That will help. Fairy, there we go, dark. I do have some Sneasel candy, Absol candy. Houndour candy's easier to get. We'll see Houndour more than we will Absol. All right, come on. Skew it towards the dark side. Let's go. Great success. No, 2 for 21. Yikes. Yikes, Roni. Big ol' yikes. Ice type candy M. It's ice type candy. That could be good. Could be good for a future ice type legendary. All right. Use number 3. Let's go ahead and reset. Number held. Pikachu candy. Let's just go back to the defaulty default. 10 Slowpoke. 10 Wobbuffet. And 10 Ekans. All right. How's this gonna turn out? And we get something for number 22? Nope, no great success. Yikes, only 2 great success the entire week. Ground type candy M. I mean, we're getting a decent variety of candies, but you know what? In celebration of the last day, we're gonna go ahead and use the 4th use of Cram-o-matic. You know what? Let's just go all in. Let's go all in. Type candy. Go all in on Houndour candy. Come on. Because we can get some more. All right, let's see. Can we get a great success on the dark type? That's what I really want to see here. Come on. No, no. A big old dud for the final day of the Cram-o-matic. Didn't even get the dark type. Got poison type candy. Wow. All right. Well, it's been a fun few weeks. It's 3 weeks of straight events, and it's been a good time. We've gotten a lot of dream shards. Oh, wow. Cram-o-matic put me a little shy. But we've gotten a ton of dream shards over the course of these 3 weeks. We've done a lot of investments. We've leveled up some recipes. We've had a good time. All in all, final day of the New Year's event. I've had fun with it. And, it's been fun to kind of just do a chill event and just kind of hang out and see what happens and take advantage of the bonuses that happen on different weeks, which I really like. I like the different bonuses on different weeks, so that you, even though it is still the same event, you're playing the event a little bit differently. That's nice. I really enjoy that. So all in all, I think I'm gonna give this one like a 8.5 out of 10. That feels about right. 8.5 out of 10. No real complaints other than still haven't seen any shinies at all the entire event. Well, the entire 3 weeks. The New Year's event, maybe not that big a deal. Shiny rates weren't really boosted. So, yeah, it is what it is. That's more of a personal gripe. I've just gotten unlucky with shinies. But extra tasties have been on point. Been having a lot of fun with that. The cooking bonuses was really nice in week 2. The extra candies in week 1 was really nice, getting ready. And also, it's always fun when the Cram-o-matic comes around. I enjoy that all the time. So, well, all 2 times it's been around, I've enjoyed it. So, yeah, 8.5 out of 10. That feels about right. We've had a good time. Anyway, as always, let me know your thoughts about the New Year's event in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to know how your New Year's event went and what you think about it, what you think they could fix, what you liked, what you want to see more of. But other than that, we are going to wrap it up today. I do not have ingredients to make lunch, so yeah, I'm real shy on ingredients. So we are going to wrap it up, and yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, Waite, Husky Star, and JP. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join or subscribe plus button right below this video. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep, fill up your friends list, and hang out with a cool community of people. Other than that, y'all have a good night. And until next time, later, dudes.